Welcome to the Fueling Deals Podcast, the podcast that teaches how to accelerate your business growth through all types of deals. It's time to fuel up, so buckle in with your host, Corey Kupfer.
There are only two ways to grow your business: organically through sales, marketing, providing great service, etc., and inorganically through deals. Too many companies focus only on the first way, organic growth. Welcome to the podcast, which will help accelerate your business growth inorganically. My guests are a huge variety of deal makers and experts on all types of deals who have personal experience that can help you grow, get clear, learn best practices, and avoid mistakes. We discuss everything from large, complex mergers and acquisitions to smaller deals that you can do even without significant capital. So the podcast with guests is going to be starting in about a week from now. This is episode 0, which is really an introduction to what this podcast is going to be about and really why you should listen. So whether you're a company that is looking to do deals now, or an entrepreneur, a business leader who does deals, or you don't, it's worth listening. And I'll tell you why. Because there are so many opportunities and there are so many misconceptions about companies, entrepreneurial companies, larger companies, smaller companies, and doing deals. And many of you believe, or many people out there believe, that really deals are not for them. They think of deals as only big mergers and acquisitions and big financing transactions that only huge companies do. And you know what? Those are some of the deals out there. And frankly, we will be talking to some people who've done deals on that level. But there are also so many different types of deals, from joint ventures, strategic alliances, licensing agreements, deals to onboard key employees, real estate investment type deals, affiliate deals for online marketers, joint marketing arrangements. There are so many deals that companies can do of all sizes, with or without capital, with or without experience, because listen, everybody who's done a number of deals always had a first deal. There's always a first deal. So if you have a company that is either having trouble growing organically, certainly, or even if your organic growth is great, why not also start to learn the ways that you can grow your business inorganically? There are so many innovative ways that people are using and have used for years. And I always say that it is something that we all can do. If you're smart enough to be an entrepreneur, or you're a C-level executive growing a company, then you can figure out how to do deals. It's like anything else you do. You build team, you learn about the area, you then go through various processes, and we're going to talk about them on the show. So we're going to talk about, how do you find deals? How do you identify deals? How do you figure out what types of deals you want to do? How do you do diligence on those deals? How do you value those deals? What kind of structures do you use for those deals? How do you get those deals through the negotiation process? And how do you negotiate deals? How do you close those deals? And then also, how do you integrate those deals after the fact, whether that's, from a technology point of view, from a culture point of view, et cetera, which is something that's very overlooked. And we're going to have a combination of amazing guests who have done deals themselves, business executives and entrepreneurs who have personal experience doing deals. We're also going to have some key experts and service providers who do the various things that entrepreneurs and business people need to get deals done, whether they're investment bankers, whether they're accountants, whether they're people who do other types of valuation work, whether they're various types of recruiters and brokers of the kind that aren't just making introductions, but are really deal makers. And then also, every several episodes, I'll be doing a solo cast. Well, I will break down a specific aspect of deal making and go in depth on that, so that it will be something you can learn from and you can pick the topic. So if you hear me say, hey, we're going to talk about how we structure joint venture deals, well, that's great. If you want to learn about that, you're going to listen to that solo cast. So we really look forward to having you listening to the show. We have an amazing number of great guests lined up. We're going to be doing this weekly. So by the way, if you listen to this initial episode, this is episode 0, and you have guest recommendations for the show, please let me know. And reach out to me at Corey@AuthenticEnterprises.com, right? Or hit me up on social media at Corey Kupfer at the various platforms. And you can suggest guests. And then we have a podcast vetting form and system that we go through to make sure that we have the right balance of guests for you to listen to get the different kinds of information you want. So the message is that this podcast is for really anybody who is an entrepreneur, owns a business of any size, anybody who is a executive at a company that's looking to grow and wants to figure out how to do that, and which types of deals, what they need to know, who are the people they need to surround themselves with and how they get deals from the conception stage all the way through closing and integration. So we so look forward to having you as listeners. Definitely share out the podcast as you listen to it, subscribe and download to it. We'll give you all the information on how to do that, when we get to the first episode, and we'll definitely be promoting it out. So I really want to thank you all, Fueling Deals listeners, because if you're listening to this, you're a Fueling Deals listener. So I want to thank you, Fueling Deals listeners, for tuning in. And remember, there's only one difference between companies that grow inorganically and those that don't. And it's unrelated to size, amount of capital, or any other factor, other than that the owners and executives of companies that do deals make a decision to do deals, and then they take action. Well, it's time to refuel. So until next week, Corey Kupfer signing out.
Thank you again for tuning in. Be sure to leave Fueling Deals a rating and review on iTunes and Google. Check out all our episodes at fuelingdeals.com to find out more resources to accelerate your business growth.